Yo, 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 new day, new day.
Colonization! Yeah!
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, shit. Anyway, yo, my sound is really fucking weird. I don't know why, but it just keeps resetting.
It's a quick run.
Shut the fuck up. Over and over again. Each time I open OBS, it just defaults to no computer sound, and I have to manually go and reintroduce it to. Holy shit!
Wow! Great job!
Shut the fuck up! Holy shit! Anyway, hell yeah, we got a new hyperfixation going on, and it is crazy because we're actually doing some hyperfixationing, which is baking, which feels like a really goofy hyperfixation, but it's a solid hyperfixation. It's cool. It's just you know, it tickles all of our autism bones, I guess. We've been doing a solid 3 cookenings for baconings since it all started, like fucking 3 days ago, I guess. I've been cooking some burger buns pretty good, pretty swell. I made way too fucking many because only me and one other roommate were home, so now we just have a bunch of burger buns lying around. But that's alright because bro got a bunch of burger patties home from work because, I don't know, I have no idea why. Are they just like over their expiration date? Who really knows, but we're gonna eat them anyway. We got a whole ass cake going on, like the literal first day, I think, of the I was about to say the run of the hyperfixation, and now other bro is doing something in the fucking kitchen. I don't really know. He is, I can hear some metal clanking and, like a witch's laugh, every once in a while. I don't really know what he's cooking up, but he's cooking something up. Meanwhile, I am sitting here, having contemplated doing something today, but realizing, nah, I really don't want to. So I've just been sitting here in my room playing Welcome to Elderfield, the demo version, because the full version is not really out, so, you know, there's that.
What is it?
Bah.
Welcome to Elderfield, what's that?
Welcome to Elderfield. I'm glad you asked. It is a, so pretend you have, like, Stardew Valley, right? But it's like, it's Halloween, and it is scaries and stuff. I sell it short, it's a really fucking solid game, but of course it's lacking in certain things that I'll get into probably, but because it's a demo, but it's clear that it has inspirations from, you know, the game mechanic itself. Like, you have a farm, you can grow some crops, you have even like a barn, you can get some cows and stuff. That's not really the point. The point of the entire game is just to kind of explore, I guess. There's not really a point, a solid end goal to the game, which I think is the most lacking. Because right now, yeah, sure, I've played like a solid, like, I don't know, 12 hours, 15 hours something of the demo. And you know, that's usually where demos end, if not way before that, but, you know, the point being, I don't really have too much to do anymore, and the things I have left to do is just, the game is kind of blocking me from doing them. Because again, there's like a mine, for example, that only resets every like 7 days, I think. You know, instead of every... Nah, like in-game days, so it's not too bad, but the game's day-night cycle is also pretty goofy, because it's like it is like some sort of like horror setting. It's a comfy horror setting, which is really weird, but it's, you know, it's cool. it's not scary, but it just has the vibe of like, it has a bunch of like really weird creatures. Like, for example, one of the guys I like the most is the guy who owns the farm you work for. He's not like your distantly related uncle who is on a trip and just has left his farm behind. No, no, no. This guy still lives in the farm, in the main mansion building, but he's too big. He's a skeleton for reference. But we get pretty early on confirmation that he was not always a skeleton. He was just a normal guy and his skin was too itchy. So he pulled off his skin like real Lightning McQueen style. And just his bones just grew. And now he can't really get outside the house and tend to his farm. And that's the reason why you are his little apprentice. And that's just really fucking cool, because it just sets the vibe that you don't really know what to expect from this world. It's a really cool game in terms of the vibes. Holy shit, I died to Vengefly Kings.
Yeah, you did.
Jesus.
That's quite embarrassing.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, that's embarrassing as hell. Anyway.
How often do you average get? It's been a while.
Yeah, either I die to, like, what's it called?
Trader Lord? Collector?
No, I actually, when I do get to Collector, I usually win. I win more often than not at this point, but it's just getting to Collector that's like, you know, it's about if I'm getting bored or not, at which point I kinda just, you know, don't focus on the game. I usually play the game on autopilot and don't really think about anything in terms of the game unless I'm really, you know, it's only after I get past Collector that I really start
thinking, yeah.
You know, yeah, not really like focusing, but I start thinking, right? So yeah, that's that. I don't know. Some people might call that a problem, but hey, yeah. I get to yap instead of beating the game.
Easy to not think at, you know.
Yeah, holy shit! I've been like thinking how to turn up your volume, but I can just turn up your volume on fucking Discord.
In Discord.
That is crazy.
Whoa,
Oh well.
advanced tech?
Holy
I can attack
freak.
within the tech field?
Yeah, anyway, I usually die to this guy if I die early on, and I don't really know why. He's not that advanced. This guy or Mollig.
No, I can understand, because he's one of the first bosses that actually has multiple things to focus on. But
yeah, he's like...
Just play him.
Also, like his small little extra guys spawn very inconsistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh well.
I agree, that's also one of the gateway bosses. It's kind of embarrassing to lose at. I usually wouldn't lose, but I still like get hit a few times.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, okay.
Like, usually yeah, I think my problem is this is the first couple of times I do get hit, but I don't really wake up. I just continue, you know, yapping.
Not healing.
Yeah, that's a big yikes. Yeah, yuckers. How far are you in Chainsaw Man? Because I just read the latest chapter. Because I saw a really interesting YouTube thumbnail, but it was not, it wasn't accurate whatsoever. It said that Chainsaw Man was like ending, or like the ending of Chainsaw Man, but I think it was just like a, you know, what's going to happen theory video.
Yeah.
But like, Chainsaw Man is one of those series that could easily wrap up in like a single chapter, and then, oh, part 3 is beginning in like a year or so, and I would not bat an eye.
Last time I read a chapter was from 2024.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening from. Yeah, the latest chapters are kind of crazy. Kind of correct. Can I spoil a single person that we just got introduced to?
Okay.
Okay, just the concept that we got introduced to this guy is pretty insane, but I guess it is a spoiler, so I need to have confirmation.
No confirmation. We'll read it later today.
So no spoiling? God damn it.
Nope.
Now I can't yap about Chainsaw Man. Shucks.
That's right.
I have so many thoughts swirling around in my head. Oh well, it happens.
Episode
Yippee! Yahoo! God damn. I have so many fucking series that I have just on, you know, I have them have finished reading or watched. I don't fucking know. I watched the. I'm on the home stretch of Castlevania Nocturne on Netflix. The fucking I don't know. It's the ending is very goofy. Because the show tries to take itself so seriously, but in like a couple of these serious moments, I just found myself like audibly laughing at how goofy a situation either looks or is animated or something like that, and it just, I don't know, the vibe is completely off. I don't know if I'm just, I don't know, I'm missing some context or something, but it just, I don't fucking know. It's not that interesting. I don't feel like I have too many stakes in Castlevania Nocturne. In the original Castlevania series, it was like ramping up to be real fucking interesting by the very end. Because we have a main character who is literally going, well, I guess spoilers, but we have a main character who's literally going up against the fucking manifestation of death. Right, and he is going in there as a suicide mission just to like stall or something, or, you know, go out in a blaze of glory, however you want to look at it. He's going into this battle expecting to die, and through sheer fucking determination, he not only survives, but he wins the fucking fight, which is so insane. And it was such a great fucking ending. Also, the series itself was like not fantastic, but it was at least really good compared to Nocturne. Castlevania Nocturne is just kind of mid, and I don't want to be that guy, but it just feels too woke. Like there is completely like, you know, it's so obvious that this cast of random guys are like, there's the token badass woman, there's the token black girl who is in love with the main character, there is the token old guy who needs to be forced out of retirement, there is, like, it's just a bunch of tropes. The token gay guy, did I mention him? Yeah, he's there too. There is, like, the show just becomes kind of predictable at some points. Also because it's a Castlevania series, right? I don't know. Not even because of Castlevania. It just feels very anime. Like, yeah, we know that there is obvious good guys and obvious bad guys, and then the good guys are gonna be the bad guys at the end. Like, there's no moral complexity, or at least the moral complexity there was, we're already over that. Like, the whole, to be fair, that was some of the best parts, was, you know, the last thing I watched. The token badass girl, her dad is this, like, priest guy, but for her entire life, she didn't really know who her dad was. But we then found out that it was this priest guy, and the priest guy is in cahoots, as they say, with the demons, with the vampires of this world, who are actively taking over the world and killing people, and they are like doing this whole scheme so that they can actually also move around in the daytime. And you know, he is actively helping them with that. God, I wish I could explain it, but I can't really remember his whole motivation, but I remember that it actually made somewhat sense. You know, I don't know, it's just something terrifying about people who are, like, bad guys who are religious, right? They are so terrifying because their convictions are, you cannot really question them, because they come from some higher spiritual fucking place. And it just made... Yeah, you can't really reason with them. And they try so many times yikes. They're out of sync too, god damn it.
Yeah.
Shit. They try many times to reason with him, and it just doesn't work. He is so steadfast in his beliefs that he is doing the right thing for the world, and that... I don't know, I want to say like something about humanity needing to progress because they have been stagnant for too long, but I don't know if I'm thinking of another series. But, you know, his motivations somewhat made sense. Like, you can see where he's coming from, right? But he is so misguided. And then they have, like, a whole-ass moment where she... the badass girl, her whole thing is, like, summoning magic. And then she summons, like...
It's at least badass magic.
Okay... Sure, it sounds like the choreography is really fucking cool when you see, like, she's a like wizard waving I don't fucking know. Her whole thing in this battle against spoilers, I guess, she ends up killing her own father here. And she is doing so by, like, kinda, you know, delving into her own, like, insanity. Like, she's so fucking fed up with his shit and him not really making sense, that she taps into these powers of hers that she can't really control. You know, she can it's kind of like the 10 Shadows technique from Jujutsu Kaisen. She can summon things and tame them, but she can also summon them and not tame them, and then they're just kind of wandering around, right? So she, in this fit of rage she has when confronting her father, she summons a whole ass fucking dragon inside of a church, and, you know, also ironically, this dad, the priest guy dies in the church. But also, oh shit, I thought I was done with the fight, goddammit. Shit.
I wanted to know quickly, I asked one of my friends who's watched it and had a lot of opinions about it, is it woke? And he just gave me a rant of like 12 messages and a picture of one black woman, how about he hates this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's so annoying. It's like kind of funny.
That is completely fair. The token black girl is probably the most annoying and woke part of the entire thing. Also because it's like, yeah, sure, we, like, it's in the 1800s, I think, the story is set in, and it does touch on some things about, like, fucking slavery and her backstory and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it also, I don't know, shit, I don't know how to explain it.
My guy's just telling, like, she's acting like an idiot, and people try to stop her, and she's like, "Oh, you're trying to belittle me because I was a slave and a woman, and blah blah blah, la di da di da." He says. Yeah,
that's so that's like pretty accurate.
Annoying bitch who uses like kind of, what's it called, like, not victim blaming, the opposite of like.
Yeah, she plays the victim a lot, and you know the show. I think that's the biggest problem, is that the show justifies that exact like.
And the show isn't self-aware of how annoying it is.
Yeah, exactly. They, like, praise her for it. Like, I am a black woman, former slave. I can do whatever the hell I want because I am somewhat strong. And I can make my own decision because I am a strong, independent woman. But she keeps making the wrong decisions. And just
how dare a black woman have flaws? You fucking
yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, only
like a flawed character, my guy. Okay.
Like, pretty much the only people who have flaws in this anime are like the, you know, the white, non-gay people And it's really fucking obvious that holy shit, I'm getting slammed right now.
It happens. It happens. I always stay quiet during this part. Actually, I don't talk at all.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's a coin flip if I do, or holy shit, if I die here, that's gonna.
I mean, you are.
That's gonna be.
You are gonna die here.
Nah, I'm not gonna die here. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Yikes.
I saw the way you played that.
Shit.
It's a coin flip sometimes.
Anyway, I wanted to end this thing by saying that I literally fell asleep in the middle of the second to last episode, and I don't feel like that's a good sign. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably force myself to watch the rest just to have a justified opinion, justify my opinion of this show being kinda ass. So yeah, that's the conclusion. Conclusion of today's run. I was like pretty mid. Any final comments?
Can't believe you died to Vengefly Kings. That's crazy.
Shit, I did die to Vengefly Kings. Holy shit. I am disappointed. I'm still gonna make that count for 2 runs though. I am petty. Anyway,
oh, yeah.
Bye.